You're about to uncover a social blueprint, a set of hidden principles that most men will spend their entire lives looking for, but never actually find. Most guys think that attracting high-value women is about having a scripted line, a specific look, or a massive bank account. But the truth? The truth is much more subtle. It is much more psychological. By the time you finish watching this video, you're going to understand the invisible mechanics of conversation. You will learn how to bypass the logical brain and speak directly to the subconscious mind. I'm going to show you exactly how to enter a room, start a meaningful conversation, and leave that person thinking about you for days after you've left the building. But before we can get into the practical how-to, we have to address your internal software. We have to talk about your mindset. The biggest mistake is something I call the pedestal trap. When you see a woman who is physically stunning, your brain instinctively assigns her a higher status than yourself. You start treating her like a celebrity, and in doing so, you treat yourself like a fan. Here is the reality you must internalize. She is a human being. She has deep insecurities. She has bad days. She gets nervous just like anyone else does. When you put someone on a pedestal, you are literally forcing them to look down on you. From this moment on, every time you speak to someone who intimidates you, I want you to stop and remind yourself, they are just a person. This simple shift in perspective changes everything. It changes your pheromones, your vocal tonality, and your micro-expressions. When you stop acting like a fan, she is finally able to see you as a peer. And that is where attraction begins. Now, let's talk about how attraction actually functions at a biological level. Think of the human mind as having two distinct layers, the logical mind and the subconscious filter. The logical mind is what she uses at work or when she's doing her taxes. It's analytical and cold. But the subconscious filter, that is the part that controls attraction, chemistry, and those powerful gut feelings. This filter is constantly scanning you for value signals. It doesn't care what you say. It cares how you say it and the energy behind your words. If you've watched my previous sessions, you know that attraction isn't a logical choice. It is a biological reaction. This is why you often see nice guys who do everything right on paper get rejected, while bad boys who make logical mistakes seem to have effortless magnetism. The bad boy is unintentionally triggering the subconscious filter by displaying high-value traits, independence, boundary setting, and a total lack of desperation. He isn't asking for permission to exist. You must become the prize, not the hunter. Next, we have to rethink your body language. Forget the robotic advice about standing like a soldier or keeping your chin up. True magnetism comes from a state of radical comfort. There are 3 pillars you need to master. First, the neutral lean. When most guys get nervous, they instinctively lean in. They invade space because they are hungry for the conversation to continue. Stop doing this. Practice leaning back. If you are sitting, use the full back of the chair. By maintaining your own space, you signal that you are comfortable with or without her attention. You are showing that your world is already complete. Second, the power of the exit. High-value individuals are never stuck in a conversation. If the energy dips, or if the conversation becomes dull, be willing to walk away. If she says something dismissive, don't defend yourself. Don't try to explain your value. Just say, "That's fair. I'm probably a bit too much to handle anyway. Have a good night." And then actually walk away. This is a massive pattern interrupt. It shows that you have standards for your own time. Third, the old friend static. Think about how you sit when you're hanging out with a close friend or your brother. You're relaxed, your limbs are loose, your movements are slow and deliberate. Only the person with the highest social status in a room is truly relaxed. Aim for that level of physical ease. To maintain mystery, I want you to follow the 50-30-20 ratio. 50% of the talk should be about her. The human brain's favorite topic is itself. Ask about her motivations. Don't ask, "What do you do for work?" Instead, ask, "What made you choose that specific career path?" Or, "What is the one thing people always get wrong about you?" Link her emotional brain to your presence. 30% should be about the environment. This is your play zone. Talk about the music, the atmosphere, or the weird person wearing a tuxedo in a dive bar. Be willing to be silly. Be willing to be a bit ridiculous. If you try to be impressive 100% of the time, you become exhausting to be around. The final 20% is about you. And here's the secret most men get wrong. Do not brag. Do not list your achievements or try to sell yourself like a product. Instead, use your 20% to be self-deprecating. Tell a story about a time you failed miserably, or a time you did something incredibly stupid. Why? Because it shows you are so deeply confident in your value that you don't feel the need to hide your flaws. Bragging is a sign of insecurity. It's an attempt to seek approval. But being able to laugh at yourself? That is the ultimate signal of high social status. It shows you are unshakable. Mystery is the fuel of attraction. It's the hook that keeps her thinking about you. If she knows your entire life story and your childhood trauma in the first 20 minutes, there is no reason for her to wonder about you tomorrow. You want to be a book that she has to read one chapter at a time. Practice a technique I call the hold. If she asks a standard question like, "So, what do you do for work?" do not give a boring answer immediately. Instead, say, "I'm actually a retired professional cat herder. It was high stress, but the benefits were great. But let's keep that between us." Give her a few seconds of that playfulness. This creates a push-pull dynamic that is incredibly engaging. It shows you aren't a robot following a script. Once the joke lands, then you can give her a glimpse of the truth. This makes the information you share feel much more valuable. Also, avoid the availability trap. If she asks what your plans are for the weekend, the worst thing you can say is, "Nothing. I'm totally free." That signals your life is empty and you have no mission. Instead, try, "I've got a few projects in the works and a tight schedule, but I might have a window for some trouble on Saturday night." Why do you ask? This maintains your status as a man on a mission. It shows your time is a limited resource, and she has to earn a spot in it. As the conversation progresses, her subconscious filter will test you. It's a biological necessity. She needs to know if your confidence is a mask or your actual reality. She might throw a jab at you. She might say, "You seem like a bit of a player," or, "I bet you have a line for every girl here." A low-value man gets defensive. He panics and says, "No, I'm a really nice guy. I promise I'm not like that." Test failed. He just handed over his power. A high-value man? He leans into it. He smiles and says, "Only the ones smart enough to catch me. You seem to be doing okay so far." Test passed. When you refuse to be rattled, She feels a deep sense of subconscious safety. She knows if she can't shake you with words, the rest of the world can't shake you either. She sees you as a mountain, not a leaf in the wind. Remember, the art of conversation is a muscle. You wouldn't go to the gym once and expect to be a bodybuilder. It takes repetitions in the real world. Here is your homework for the next few days. 1. Talk to 3 strangers today. Have zero intention of winning or getting a number. Just practice being present in the moment. 2. Practice the lean back. In every social interaction, with a cashier, a coworker, or a date, catch yourself when you lean in and consciously move your weight backward. 3. Use a hold the next time someone asks a personal question. Delay the gratification of the answer. Play with the moment. Attraction is a game of psychology, not luck. Start treating it like a skill you can master, and you will start seeing results most men can only dream of. If you found value in this breakdown, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 5,000 likes. And if you're serious about mastering your social life, hit that subscribe button and stay sharp.